Good afternoon. My name is Rob Field, and I represent RightResponse. And I'm here today to offer you an opportunity to invest in emergency response technology. In the aftermath of the Boston bombing in April, 2 days went by before the suspects were apprehended. In that time, a major American city was locked down in a state of virtual martial law. People were prisoners in their own home. The perpetrators killed an MIT police officer and fought a massive shootout with Watertown police. It was horrific. It was tragic. But most poignantly of all, it was utterly unnecessary, because all the information necessary to apprehend the suspects was available to law enforcement immediately. But they couldn't use it, because emergency response is overwhelmingly based on phone calls, with all the bottlenecks, inadequacies, and inaccuracies that method produces. There's no reason for it, because there are no more smartphones in the pockets of Americans than there are feature phones, and that gap grows wider every day. And those rich media broadband capabilities are utterly wasted when it comes to emergency response today. There are more than 1 trillion app events every month. That rich media and interactivity has transformed every area of American life, but not emergency response. The computer-aided dispatch software business, or CAD for short, is a $1.1 billion a year business, utterly dominated by two firms, Telecommunication Systems and Entrada. In their announced product plans, they have not announced any plans to add rich media support to their emergency management platforms. This is our solution to that gap. We call it RightResponse, and it consists of two elements: a free smartphone app available to the public, and an emergency management console used by emergency management agencies, typically from public safety enhancement points like this, called PSAPs, of which there are more than 6,100 in the United States. So the citizen witnessing an emergency pulls a smartphone out of their pocket, starts the RightResponse app, and selects a media type. That media type is automatically captured using the phone's built-in capabilities. You don't have to recreate the wheel. And then those media icons appear on the emergency management map, allowing dispatchers to view the media, use their existing systems to bring emergency resources to the site of the emergency, monitor the status of the emergency, and contact the person who notified them to ascertain their safety or to get more information about the emergency. And since we do not try to compete with the existing capabilities, we don't handle phone calls. We don't get involved in their dispatch process. Since we don't do that, it makes our product unique and patent protected. And you'll see about the scale of, an important point about the rate of technological innovation in this industry. This was 1968. To add the capability to track wireless phone calls was in the late 1990s. And only now is there even the idea that richer media might be offered, and then only text. This is a very slow industry, and it doesn't need to be that way. There are small developers that allow citizens to communicate directly to their cities, but not on an emergency basis. None of them are inside those PSAPs. None of them made any effort to get inside those PSAPs. They're poorly capitalized, and what they're about is potholes, noise complaints, and sending texts. They're simply not competition. They're simply not deal with RightResponse does. In 2007, the Department of Transportation published specifications for a so-called Next Generation 911, whose purpose was to add these rich media to the emergency response system. And they projected that more than $3 billion would be spent implementing these capabilities over the next 7 years. It's $1.2 billion in recurring spending, in fixed spending, and $1.8 billion in recurring spending. But as we've already seen, the existing vendors don't even plan to go beyond text. So how much does RightResponse cost? Who do we sell it to? And how do we market it? The average PSAP upgrade, hardware and software, costs $120,000. It's typically performed every 2 or 3 years. And it's an incremental improvement in reliability or performance over existing systems. It doesn't add new features as a rule. RightResponse adds this huge panoply of new features and does it for $75,000, 38% cheaper. And we're targeting it at all 6,100 PSAPs in the country. And the way that we propose to do it is top-down, bottom-up marketing campaigns. So we market both directly to the PSAPs through their emergency management agencies, using retired public safety employees as salesmen, not only to go directly into the PSAPs, but also through NINA, the industry trade group. At the same time, the bottom-up approach uses 2 tools. First, the marketing campaign in the box. When we sell the product to a locality, we offer them a set of graphics files for print ads, transit ads, TV ads, whatever. They plug their local logo into it and they're good to go. They don't have to spend man-hours producing that material. The other approach is directly at the consumer. Since the app is free, it can be downloaded. We want to use word of mouth, app store reviews, the mobile technology press to generate buzz that will cause people to demand the service from the localities. The combination of the 2 is powerful. So how do we develop the product? The fundamental idea behind the product development is to use existing code, existing capabilities wherever possible. And that enables us to truncate the development process so that we're able to begin a pilot implementation in month 7, which puts us on track to a saleable product in month 11, which is very fast when you're talking about an integrated mobile development process like this. That combination of fast development, a lot of customers, a basic market need, creates quick revenue growth. Our projections that you have in your business plans show us developing $1.5 million of revenue during year 3, and $4.5 million in year 5. Short development costs, a short development cycle means low costs. So a profitable company, RightResponse, can generate just shy of $5 million of operating profit in year 5. And that enables us to offer a 40% equity share for $675,000. We project that the cash value of that 40% share will be just a little more than $3.1 million at the end of year 5. It's also quite possible that since we augment existing capabilities of the 2 big providers, and we do so in a nimble and rapid way, we could be a very good target for acquisition of technology licensing. That makes your investment more valuable and reduces your risk. RightResponse can transform emergency management in the country, allowing emergency responders access to better, faster, more relevant information. I want to thank you for your time this afternoon, and I hope that we can have a mutually profitable relationship.